Anything which is regional, cultural, available in your market, local market, and was eaten by your ancestor is your superfood miracle food. Food choices have to be sustainable. Enjoying an avocado on a toast, even I love it, and I'm sure major people will like it. It's different than having it day to day based on in every family. There's a lot of things which determine the plate on the food: affordability, what is your condition, how much it is accessible, and really, are you helping the environment by getting avocado in your state by raising the demand when avocado is not grown in your state at all? I would rather eat sabudana. Like, it is starch, but it has some great nutrients in it. If you really enjoy it, have the quinoa. If you can afford it, have the quinoa. But if you're asking me as a person in research of nutrition, should I have quinoa? The answer is no. Why you're having quinoa? Have rajgira, yaar. You can sprout rajgira. It is as tasty. Plus, as Indians, you'll love it more because you've grown up eating that. You can have rajgira, you can have barley, you can have jowar, you can have bajra. I mean, we are so lucky being in India, the amount of grains that we sit on. From around 1980s, let's say 1983 to 2011, we were absolutely not bothered about coarse grains. Nobody was eating coarse grain, nobody was talking about coarse grains. Now suddenly from green revolution, we are getting into coarse grain revolution, and now people are generally talking about coarse grains much more than before. Not just coarse grain, people are talking about traditional ways of eating food and also going back to the cultural food which we have been grown up eating. Talking about why coarse grains. So coarse grains are powerhouse of nutrients. They are high in minerals, high in vitamins. They have a very nice amino acid profiles. Amino acids form the protein. Coarse grains are powerhouse of nutrients, but they also have anti-nutrients. Now, what are these anti-nutrients? Basically, these anti-nutrients inhibit the absorption of say proteins or some important nutrients which are in your diet. Now, the way we can reduce these anti-nutrients is by the methods which our dadi and nani and ancestors used to have. They never had grains like just, have grains. They were soaking, they were roasting, they were fermenting, they were milling. So all those techniques have to be thoroughly used when you are using coarse grains. Now, for example, National Institute of Nutrition says that average man or woman should consume 2000 calories in a day, out of which 270 or 250 grams should be grains. And out of 270 or 250 gram grains, 100 or something should be coarse grains, not more than that. Because when it comes to a balanced diet, diversity is more important. Ragi in buttermilk for the states which have no dearth of milk and milk products. They can use ragi in the buttermilk and make a little thin porridge out of it, which is cheaper, which is so rich in calcium and extremely rich in iron as well. You can mix the pearl millet or the jowar in your wheat and have that. You can also use ragi in your dosas and pancakes and idli. That would be another fantastic way of using it. For sweets, you can use these coarse grain to make laddus or halwa. And if you want to make a little more pocket friendly, the little millets, foxtail millet, these kind of millets can be easily replaced. They can be easily, the rice in biryani, pulao can be easily replaced by these millets, is what I think. Let's talk about a balanced thali in a day. I think just making sure that your thali has enough proteins, enough carbohydrates and enough foods like chutney, achar, dahi and everything will just be enough. So in a given day, a person should definitely consume curd if you can, because that's probiotic. It's very good for your gut and we all easily can access it, right? Number 2, a spoon of ghee on your food will be ideal. Third thing would be amla or nimbu in every sabji if you can add. That's a great source, so simple, in your backyard, har sabji mandi mein mil raha hai, and then that's a fantastic. Those are the definitely 3 things. Then it would be state wise. If I say that in UP, sattu is a great superfood. Although it was called a poor man's journey food, but I think it's a brilliant food. You can make sattu ka paratha and it's a powerhouse of energy. You're getting so much of proteins. That's another superfood you can have.